it's me again. Can you call me, please? We're getting really worried.
Jack's phone's still going straight to voicemail.
Do you think we need to phone the hospital?
Knowing those two, they've probably just had too much to drink and crashed out on someone else's sofa.
The night before my grand's funeral.
Maybe they met up with Luke after you chucked him out.
Esther, can you do me a favour? Can you go upstairs and see if Oscar and Charlie are dressed yet, please? Thank you.
Nancy, what if something really bad's happened?
I don't believe this. 2 grown men cowering all night because of one dog.
Feel free to make another run for it. Oh, yeah. Thanks for trying to sneak off and abandon me, Daddy.
We're going to miss Frankie's funeral. Has that escaped your attention?
Oh, I'm sorry. None of this is my fault, is it?
Look, one of us is going to have to act as a decoy while the other one makes a break for it. And by one of us, I mean you.
This isn't my joyride.
Look, no one asked you on this trip. And I can't do it. One more heart attack and I'll be bunking in with Frankie.
Yeah, I still can't believe that you fell for the oldest con in the book. An ex-copper. I mean, who pays £2,000 up front and then arranges to meet a stranger in the middle of nowhere? All for an album that Frankie's never gonna hear. Or is that what you want too, hey? Us sat here like a pair of lemons?
No, I don't suppose it is. But then again, I don't expect you if I thought I'd turn my back on her. And leave her to die alone too.
Right, and you've had no one admitted that fits their description. Okay, thanks, bye.
Hey.
Mandy.
Whatever the excuse is, save it. I am bored of hearing them. You stink of booze.
Feel free to wade in for some body blows of your own.
Well, it's Frankie's funeral today, and my husband and father-in-law are still AWOL. Tom thought maybe they'd met up with you.
Oh. I'm sorry for being short with you, I just hate seeing her upset.
Yeah, but you're the reason she's upset. And after I spent ages convincing her that you'd finally seen the light. I need to go home, charge my phone, and go online.
Yeah, use mine, please.
Thank you. Just want to see if Darren's posted anything that might give me a clue to his whereabouts.
I know I messed up last night, I just...
You're right, Luke, you did. You're my friend, and I care about you. But I care about Mandy, too. It took a lot of courage for you to tell me about what happened to you. But you've got to find a way to deal with this.
Oh, you think it's that easy, huh?
Maybe you could start by telling her you saw the man that attacked you.
I just tried to talk to her and she walked away.
I know it's difficult.
Any luck?
Not a thing.
Then we're done here.
Hey! What's a girl got to do to get a hug around here?
Mac Nightingale about to sing. Dear, things are worse than I thought.
What is?
Grieving for the cradle snatcher. Haven't people suffered enough, Mac?
It's for Frankie's wake. Don't let that stop your little routine.
Oh. Any news on Nita's funeral?
I'm organising a memorial for next week. Funeral's for family only.
What, you're not invited? Mac, I am sorry.
Yeah, of course you will.
No, I mean, look, I know how fond you were of her, and for her to die in such a terrible way, I can't even imagine what you must be feeling.
Money, I'm busy. We're here.
Well, see Ellie, of course. She's back from Mexico today, isn't she? Didn't exactly part on the best of terms.
Dad! Barbarella's gone missing. I must have left her tank open by accident.
Ooh.
That's a big rock. Who is he?
Brad Chadwell Jr. He's from Texas, where everything's bigger.
You don't say. Well, congratulations.
Thank you. He's gorgeous and totally loaded too. We're opening a hotel together, 5 stars, naturally. You know, leaving here really was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Sounds like it.
Did I mention that my new flat is on a private beach? Every morning I wake up to the sounds of the ocean. It is heaven.
Oh, most mornings I'm woken up by the sound of Jack in the bathroom.
Oh, speaking of which, is Debbie anywhere?
You're not going to have to cancel the funeral, are you?
I can't go through this again. I just want today over with.
We can't do it without them. Jack would be devastated.
So what? We just put my gran on hold. Jake and Debbie missed the flight. Craig's in Singapore. I can't believe everyone's letting her down like this. Well, I'm not about to. Come on, boys.
You know, even if you were there, there's nothing you could have done.
We don't know that, son.
You know, the doctors said it would have been quick and painless.
Darren, I was dishing out the same lies when I was a copper.
Like what?
Well, I remember the first time I had to deliver the news. Some poor kid had been killed by a railway line. It was up to me to tell his mum. I'll never forget walking out to that pub. All I wanted to do was rage at her. The kid was only 12. What was he doing playing out after dark while she was getting drunk in that pub, the stupid woman? And I looked at her, and I told her.
And what did he say?
I told her that it would have been quick and painless, and he wouldn't have felt a thing. Anything but the truth. That was there before he died, and I held on to his hand long after he'd gone. So, Darren, you can tell me Frankie didn't suffer. All I know is that when she was afraid and alone and needed me the most, I wasn't there for her.
But Dad, Frankie knew you loved her.
Oh, Darren, I forced her to go on the run. We lost the place that we called home and she found out that I'd killed a man. No wonder she was thinking of leaving me for Jono.
What about all the great years you had together, eh? How you took in you and Duncan and Ruby and you gave them a second chance when everyone else had given up on them. And even Jade. Even in the most difficult times, you and Frankie made her feel part of a family. She knew she was loved. Now don't ruin all that because of one day. That you and Frankie were amazing together. And she adored you.
And I adored her too, son. Which is why I can't let her down again.
Whoa. I'm gonna be the decoy, okay?
No, this is my fault.
Listen, you need to get to that church, and I really need a wee.
Darren, I love you, son.
I love you too. Right, count to 5, and don't look back.
Sonny, here! Naughty boy.
I take it you're shell over 73?
Looks like I got here just in time. Mandy, look, just give me 5 minutes.
Why? We're never going to escape this, are we?
All I want to do is build a life with you and Ella. Mandy, I love you.
I really don't think you know what that means. Because if you did, you wouldn't keep going out of your way to hurt me.
There's something I need to tell you.
Whatever it is, it's too late.
Let me finish. There's a reason I left the other day.
Listen, I don't care, all right? I really think if either of us is to ever stand a chance of moving on, then this needs to end.
Yeah, and it will.
I don't think you understand what I'm saying. We need to end for good.
Mandy, please.
Look, I'm tired. I'm tired of seeing someone that I love try and destroy their life and mine. I deserve better. Mandy, taxi's here. Sorry. Whatever we once had, it's gone. Goodbye, Luke.
You know, all this talk about Barbarella reminds me of a Duran Duran concert your father took me to. It's not as random as it sounds. It's where they got their name from. Anyway, on this particular night, I was dancing like, like a loon. And unbeknownst to me, my top had slipped and I sort of popped out. And I didn't realise until at least halfway through Careless Memories. Of course, after that, your father insisted on calling it Careless Mammery.
Oh, would you just stop talking and go away?
What, darling?
You tried to poison Dad. You had us all thinking he was losing his mind.
Yes, and I regret it. I really do. But, you know, I was just a bit upset the way he'd been treating me.
I've searched the flat, I've searched the pub, I've searched by the river. I'm now going to search in the village.
Oh, hello, you.
So that's all booked for next week. Excellent, thank you. I spy here I come.
Cindy, a funeral is neither the time nor the place to look like you're celebrating, okay?
Can someone find Charlie and Oscar? We're about to start.
Practicing their speech.
We can wait 5 more minutes.
No, we can't. It's all right for the rest of you. You've got each other, but Gran was all I had. She's waited long enough.
Any luck?
Oh.
Well, I have news that will cheer you up.
Doubt that. I hate my life.
Oh, Alfie, darling, don't say that.
Ever since we moved here, it's been one big disaster. Nathan and Jade dying, Ellie being assaulted, and now Nita.
You really liked her, didn't you?
She was my friend. And now people are saying all these horrible things about her. I can't believe that she slept with Hunter.
Oh, sweetheart, the thing about love is that you can't always choose who you fall for.
You think she loved him?
I think to have taken a risk like that, I mean, she knew she was doing wrong. She could have been arrested. So, yes, I think maybe.
But I thought she loved Dad.
Alfie, darling, life is, well, it's complicated, and sometimes people do things that just doesn't make sense. Look, I have a question for you. Do you ever, well, do you ever wish you never met Jade?
No, of course not.
So when you think about her, what do you remember?
How smart she was. That funny noise she used to make when she sneezed.
And one day soon you will remember lovely things about Nita too, so just don't listen to what people say, because she loved you too, and she would hate to see you upset, hey?
Thanks, Mum. But I am still mad with you about Dad. So I think you can help me look for Barbarella, but after that, I think you should go.
Okay. Well, better keep searching then.
We'll miss the way you burn our toast, our chips, our beans, and Sunday roast. We'll miss the way you tie our laces, your silly jokes and funny faces. We'll miss the way you're chasing monsters from under the bed, then how you'd look so we'd know they fled. We'll miss the way you say night-night, and whatever you do, don't let the bedbugs bite. We'll miss the games you played with your friend Diego, when you climbed inside his Winnebago.
Please tell me that didn't just happen.
Cheeky beggars. But most of all, it's you we'll miss. No more hugs or a goodnight kiss. Because now it's time to turn off the light, to go to sleep and say night-night. To leave the stage without a final encore. Like you always said, Gran, leave them wanting more. Because now you're in heaven with your name in lights. A star up above us, burning bright. We love you, Grandma. Don't let the bedbugs bite.
Winnebago, really?
I'm out of out with that a little bit.
What's going on now? Esther?
I should have guessed. I'm not sure Frank would be happy you two upstaging her entrance.
Well, I think she'd love it.
Is my Frankie gone? Is it too late to say goodbye?
No, Jack, she's waiting for you inside.
Esther, I'm so sorry we're late, love, but I just couldn't let it down. Not again.
You haven't. You never could. Okay.
They say we're young and we don't know. We won't find out until we grow. Well, I don't know if all that's true. 'Cause you got me, and baby, I got you. Babe, I got you, babe. I got you, babe. They say our love won't pay the rent.
My sweet, gorgeous Frankie. I'm so sorry I kept you waiting. But I'm here now. So don't you worry about a thing, okay? Don't you worry about Esther? No. And don't you worry about me. And don't you worry about our family, because as long as we're together, we're going to be happy. Sweet dreams, Frankie. I love you so much. And I just wish you'd been here to hear me say it. I love you, Frankie.
You know, Brad is the same age as you. Did I mention that he's a millionaire?
Yeah, right before he said hello.
Look, here's him.
No.
Jack? How you holding up?
Yeah, I'm all right. Been quite a day.
Listen, if there's anything you need, you just ask me.
Thanks, Mike. Oh, Mike. Have you heard anything more from the police about the explosion?
No, nothing.
Well, I wish I could get my hand on the scumbag that did it. If it hadn't been for them, I would have been with Frankie, and she still might be alive. You must feel the same about Nita.
Yeah, I do. Look, I've got an old record player upstairs. Why not bring it down? Give the album a spin.
Thanks, Mac. I'd appreciate that.
Those three are absolutely terrible. Where's Frankie when you need her, eh?
What are you looking at?
Nothing. Shouldn't you be at the wake?
I just dropped Charlie and Oscar off at the Sitters. So, whose profile are we looking at? Who?
Mark Gibbs.
The man that attacked you.
I just want to see what his life was like. Turns out he's married with a couple of kids. And look, it's full of pictures of them all smiling together.
I get that bumping into him must have been a terrible shock, but why are you torturing yourself like this?
He's selling his car. Probably needs a bigger one now his wife's just had a baby. This should be my life. Why does he get to be happy and I don't?
If you let him do this, then he'll have won.
Nancy, the woman I love doesn't even want to know I exist. I lost a long time ago.
You should go home, grab a shower, and come to the wedding.